Well, good morning, Tabernacle family. It is Monday, the 29th of April, and looking forward to a great week ahead. We continue our revival services tonight and tomorrow night, and Pastor Steve Cox will be our guest. But this morning, let me get right into the Bible devotion. Each Monday we have this Bible devotion or Monday Minute, and really just a thought to be mindful of all week. And this morning, I come to the thought of the dangers of pride. And for several Wednesday nights now, we've talked about Esther, and now we're at a place in Esther where we're going to begin to talk about Haman and Mordecai. And really, it was pride that caused Haman to act in the way he acted. Mordecai did not bow down. You can follow along there in Esther chapter 3, really those first 4 or 5 verses in the text. But Mordecai doesn't bow down to Haman. Haman is extremely jealous because Mordecai did not reverence Haman. And so many other scriptures in our Bible tell us of the dangers of pride. Pride is such a ugly sin. The Bible tells us in James 4 and verse 6, "But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble." Not only is pride an ugly sin, number 2, pride brings contention in our relationships with others. Maybe you have a problem with a coworker. Maybe you have a situation in your family, and ultimately what that problem comes down to is a problem of pride. The Bible tells us this in Proverbs 13 and verse 10, "Only by pride cometh contention." You can't get along. "But with the well-advised is wisdom." You know, if we want healthy relationships, if we want thriving relationships, then we must be willing to humble ourselves. The Bible tells us this in 1 Peter 5 and verse 5, "Likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble." 1 Peter 5 and verse 5. And the thought that we should ask the Lord this week, God, is there an area of pride in my heart? God, is there something in my heart that I need to turn over to you? God, is it pride hindering the relationships and the fellowship I had with other believers? You know, could you honestly look at your life and say, God, help me to love others. Help me not to be jealous. So many times, relationships in our life are hindered because of pride. And maybe this week, God could bring some things to your mind. Maybe this week we could all be reminded of the necessity of just having a humble spirit, just asking the Lord to help us in our relationships, that we would be honest enough to evaluate our own life. Listen, I hope you have a great day today. Looking forward to a wonderful week ahead. Excited about all God's doing here at Tabernacle Baptist Church. And if you don't attend here, would love to have you visit very soon.